I've seen sequential improvement throughout the year. If you look particularly on the fourth quarter, we're seeing easing inflation, so pricing somewhat less. But the good news was that our volume stepped up with a 1.8% volume growth overall. I'm also pleased that our top 30 brands, which are about 75% of the company, that they are outgrowing the rest. You know, we saw an acceleration in the fourth quarter, and that is very much the result of the growth action plan that we have revealed by the end of October, after the end of the third quarter, and in which accelerating our top line growth was an important chapter. So we're working hard on that in combination with a productivity plan to enhance margins, in combination with a plan to dial up the performance edge in our culture globally. So a comprehensive plan that we're really executing at this point.
Yeah, you speak about giving back some of the inflationary prices that you've had to obviously pick up over the last couple of years. Is there any more give back when it comes to that?
Well, as I said, we're seeing easing inflation around the world, and in some areas that's more than in others. And I have to say, in the non-food part of our portfolio, there is, inflation is coming down faster. In some areas, we actually have deflation. And when that happens, we are of course adapting our prices to a new reality. There's new competitors usually coming in. We see a bit more promo activity. And of course we're adjusting. We want to make sure that we keep our market positions and we remain competitive.
People are still also sort of trading lower when it comes to products, still in this environment, while inflation, yes, still may be going down. How do you navigate that space and still ensure that, whether it be your 30 biggest brands or any other part of your business, you're still continuing to grow?
Well, if you look at consumer behavior, it's actually quite different. So first of all, there's a geographic difference, but also when you say trading down, the interesting thing is that in regions like North America and in Europe, consumers are actually still trading up and seeking a more premiumized product, or they choose a private label and a cheaper variant. So, it's in both directions, but I would say our prestige beauty business, for example, our health and wellness business, our more premiumized beauty and well-being portfolio is doing well. And we're seeing consumers still trading up in important parts of the world. Not in all, though.
Yeah. One would have to speak about, for example, the green transition as a big part of the conversations you've had with either investors, with consumers as well, and of course with with campaigners as well. You've had a situation pretty recently. How do you navigate that space? And how do you maintain your sustainability goals and ensure that they're a big part of your business and make that message clearer?
Sustainability has been a very important theme for Unilever for many years. My predecessors have pioneered it. They've created awareness around sustainability like probably no one else did. We have issued many ambitions and long-term goals. And I see the next phase of sustainability very much in executing against a few big priorities where we can make impact on the world and where we can show progress in the short term. I think that's very important to us. So we're currently laying out a plan that we're discussing with our shareholders in May around the reduction of greenhouse gases. We're looking at plastics. That's a very important area for us. We're looking at the restoration of nature, and we want to continue to improve livelihoods. That's our set that we have communicated also in that growth action plan. And we want to lead in the world by making tangible and good and strong progress in all of these four areas.
People would probably want that to happen a little bit quicker. Would the chances of that be at play as well?
Yes, so I absolutely agree with you. We need to realize results, not just we, but I think business now needs to step up on realizing short-term results. And that's exactly what this plan is all about.